What's up, LEGO fans, and welcome back to my channel, Pete's Bricks, the LEGO channel for the common LEGO fan. In today's video, we are counting down my top 5 favorite LEGO Star Wars sets of all time. I've been collecting LEGO Star Wars for most of my life, but these are the 5 sets that have really stood out to me. So let's get right into the video with number 5. At number 5, we have the UCS Ywing. Of course, I'm going to start the video with a controversial comment. Overall, I think I prefer prequel era ships and vehicles to original trilogy ships and vehicles.
What?
However, when it comes to the Ywing, the detail, the shape, it is insane. LEGO fans call this greebling. What greebling means and why it's called greebling, I don't really know. However, I do know greebling means small details, basically. So you have these little, these are actually tread pieces. You got a whip right in the center there. Right here, this is a skate. There are all sorts of different pieces used to make this thing look really, really awesome. I really wanted to show you guys these sets with me in the video instead of just taking these over to my light box, though I'm sure this wouldn't even fit in my light box, but I wanted to show you this with me just to show you the size of this thing. It is very big. This is it right next to my head. It is very large. My only criticism of this set is that this thing kind of sags a little bit. It's not that bad, honestly. Maybe over time, like many years, it'll sag a bit more, but it's pretty fine. And if it does start to sag, I'll just take this thing out, swap it over and put it back in. And I think it should pretty much level out on its own. Now, this is a UCS set, which is Ultimate Collector Series, which means these are kind of the top of the line, the best of the best LEGO Star Wars sets.
Only the best is good enough.
Though not all the sets in my top 5 are UCS sets, so stay tuned for those. One thing that I really like about this set is its ability to integrate minifigures. You can fit a little R2 unit right in here, as you can see. There's a little space for him. He's this silver guy right there, and he fits very, very nicely right into his slot. There's also a little gear in here that you could turn, which rotates the gun turret, which I think is pretty cool. Or of course, you just rotate the gun turret and it shows how the droid controls the gun instead of the pilot. You also get one minifigure in the form of Gold Leader, which is very appropriate. He fits right there in the cockpit with his little, what is this called? Not a range finder, what target tracker thing. The target thing, targeting computer. That is a targeting computer. One last thing you get with the Ywing is this stand, which is very, very good. It's kind of designed at an angle. You get your iconic UCS plaque on there that matches all of your other UCS sets. And there's a hole, a square hole, right underneath here, right there, which you can slot into here, just like this. You can set this down on a flat surface and it will hold it just like that. You can even, which I did on my shelf just to save space, rotate this, put this right inside of there, and you can display it like this, or you can even display it backwards if you so choose. Why you do that, I'm not sure, but you can if you want to. Next up on my list is one of 2 play sets. This is Vader's Castle. One of my favorite sets of all time, probably my second favorite LEGO Star Wars play set diorama of all time. Of course, the other one that I like a bit more than this comes up a bit higher on my list, but you'll have to keep watching this video to find out which one that is. The first thing that catches my attention on this is just the profile, the look of this thing. It looks very ominous, very imposing. It really feels like this would be Vader's castle if he had one, which he does. This is Vader's castle after all. This little thing here is meant to represent lava, since this is on Mustafar, his home planet of Darth Vader, if you want to say that. It's a little lava stream. This is really cool dark tan rock work here. Then the rest of the castle is just integrated down into the rocks. I really like that red in there. It really pops. On the first level here, we have a little platform for one trooper to arm this weapon. On the next level, we have Darth Vader's meditation chamber there, with a little hologram of Emperor Palpatine. The third section might look a bit empty. However, that's because it goes with this. It goes with Darth Vader in his Bacta tank, just like that. It fits perfectly right in the center. You also get a doorway here, which leads to the outside. You can open that up. This area right here is a hangar bay for the included miniaturized Darth Vader's TIE Advance, which I don't currently have on hand. I think I put it in a box somewhere. I don't know where it is, but it does fit perfectly inside of this very large hangar bay. You could also just put a bunch of figures in there on display, put some other small Imperial craft in there if you can fit them. This is a super cool set. And if you're a Star Wars or a Darth Vader fan, as you can see I am, this is a must-have set to add to your collection. The minifigure selection is pretty awesome too. As you've already seen, you get the back-to-tank Vader, which I've shown you already, but there he is right there. Of course, you get a regular Darth Vader figure. You get two, not one, but two Royal Guards in the red, with very nice cloth capes, double-sided colored, right? Bright red on the outside and dark red on the inside. You get a small mouse droid, which are always welcome additions. Lastly, you do get this Stormtrooper, very, very cool, unique helmet. Actually, the helmet was reused from the Tank Commander, but it is uniquely printed. I like the blue with the white. Very, very cool and very collectible. Next on our list, we have the 2013, I want to say 2015, somewhere around there, Republic Gunship. The consensus is that it is very good, that it's better than the 2023 Gunship. It's better than all of the older ones that came before this. You can open the doors to allow more troopers to be loaded into the vehicle. It does have a hidden speeder compartment in the back, which is pretty cool, which I will say the new one does lack. I will show you guys the minifigures that this set came with. However, one of the best parts of the Gunship is its ability to carry troops. I filled the set with other clones for my collection, specifically all of my 501st Troopers, which you can see right there. I got Anakin, I have the much sought after Clone Wars Captain Rex, along with all of my 501st Troopers. I also added R2-D2 here. Of course, you could add more troops in there if you really want to. Of course, this set is meant to be from episode 2, not Clone Wars. So the minifigures you got were one pilot. So this pilot guy right there you got. The other one I have from my own collection, so I just put him in there. Two Jedi in the form of episode 2 Anakin with a green lightsaber and episode 2 Obi-Wan with his longer hair and his blue lightsaber. You get a red clone commander with a very cool shiny visor and a very large blaster. Two super battle droids who obviously stand no chance against the Gunship. And then you get what might be one of the best Lego Padme Amidala minifigures ever made. The face is entirely unique to the character. It looks just like the actress. I need to fix this light. It's just way too bright. But you guys can see it right there. Very, very nice minifigure. Overall, I'm very happy I got the Gunship when it came out and I was able to add it into my collection. All around, this would be my favorite Lego Star Wars set. However, there are two more Lego Star Wars sets that I do own that I like just a little bit more than this one. So right over here is my Tatooine display where I have all of my Tatooine related Lego Star Wars sets, with the centerpiece being the UCS Cantina. I'm going to move the Mandalorian's ship and just kind of put it over there. Oops, and that's okay. But over here is the UCS Cantina. It is absolutely fantastic. The Cantina is all of this, plus all this side build, plus the speeder, plus one of the dewbacks, and this speeder there, all the moisture evaporators. It's one of my favorite sets of all time, but you can remove the top of this to see inside. You got Luke Skywalker, all of your iconic Cantina patrons and creatures and aliens. Put that right back on the top. When you remove this, you can pick up the whole thing and open it, which I'm not going to do for this video since I like it right here, fully integrated into my scene. I do plan on doing an updated video of my Tatooine display. From this angle, it doesn't really look that good, but trust me, when you get farther down and I get my lights over here, it's going to look a lot better. But just look at the size of this. I'm putting my hand there. This thing is huge. I think how much was this? You know what? I think I don't want to say how much that was. You could look it up, the UCS Cantina. Very, very cool. My favorite Tatooine set, which is the centerpiece, as I said, of my entire Tatooine display. One of my favorite displays in my Lego room. Finally, the time has come to talk about my favorite Lego Star Wars set of all time that I own. It is none other than Boba Fett's UCS Slave One, my favorite Lego Star Wars set of all time. A little backstory about this guy. This was my first Lego UCS set I had ever gotten. It was the biggest Lego Star Wars set. It was the biggest Lego set I had ever had. At $200, this was wild to be purchasing, right? A $200 Lego set absolutely blew my mind. The details on this thing are like nothing I'd ever built before. I mean, just look at the back. The back of this thing is fully detailed with all these round pieces, the engine, all the greebling in there. Even the stand is super cool with these hinges that like lock inside of these little parts inside of here. And you could just place this down and it supports the entire thing. When it goes into landing position, the wings on the side move automatically. I love the red and the greens. Dark green is one of my favorite Lego colors, along with the sand green, and you get both of them in the set. You get a massive and unique cockpit piece, which you're able to remove just so easily right there. And it does fit Boba Fett, which is one of the coolest things to me in a massive UCS set. Now, while this is a UCS set, it is very expensive. It comes with a display stand. You're meant to build it and display, and that's it. The moment I built this, I was swooshing this thing around my room. I mean, this thing is awesome. Boba Fett is one of my favorite Star Wars characters. His ship is one of my favorite ship designs. Since this set, Lego has made other Slave One vehicles. I know they made that, was it 20th anniversary Lego Star Wars set, which was pretty cool, but it was a lot smaller than this. They also made the Mandalorian Slave One, which was also pretty nice for the size, but was a lot smaller than this. I passed on both of those sets because in my opinion, I own the best Slave One. This is the best Slave One, and it is just my favorite Lego Star Wars set. As for the minifigures, you get a normal Stormtrooper, which is fine. You get a Cloud City Guard, pretty cool. You also get what was at the time the best Boba Fett minifigure ever made. I'll show you guys a quick look at him. I have him most of the time just protected in the cockpit, just to protect the figure, but there he is. Fantastic arm printing, little cape on the side. Also, the face is still exclusive. He has that wild Boba Fett grin. Of course, the best Boba Fett was just released in the very small Boba Fett mech set with an updated face print, updated skin color, updated Prince arm printing. He had all the stuff. However, due to the unique head on this minifigure, he is still exclusive to this set. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that I've been gone, just pretty busy with just life and stuff. So I am back to my channel. This is the first video I've made since coming back. I plan on continuing to do upgrades to my channel. Of course, the first upgrade was adding the lights. The new upgrade I've done while I was away is getting these brand new microphones right here. Let me know in the comments if the audio is improved. Hopefully it is, because I spent, a good chunk of change on these microphones. Of course, these are all incremental upgrades to my channel. Eventually, in the far future, maybe when I make money from my channel, I'll invest in a better camera. Since right now I'm just using my MacBook, which to me looks pretty good. The lights definitely help. But of course, the best way to support me and my channel is to watch this video, to leave a like, leave a comment, and of course, subscribe to the channel. I'll be seeing you guys next week for another brand new video on my channel, Pete's Bricks. Keep building, God bless, and I'll see you guys next time.